Hey, what's up, everybody? So this video that I'm making is to show off my well, not even to show off, but also to help some players who wanted to experience the hybrid gameplay. So I decided to make a video for it since that last video I had a comment about it about the attributes and everything. But kind of new at making videos like this, so I would try my best to be as proper as possible. But this is my human hybrid. I have my second character is a third star, but I don't use him. I only use him for like transports and shit. But this is my main character basically. He's a full Sadoan, so he's if you wanted to create a hybrid, you could be any type of human, honestly. But I think it's better because if you're to German, you're supposed to get like an extra like attribute points. I'm not sure how that still stands to till today, but yeah, you get a lot of attribute points. But personally, I like Sadoan. This was my first character that I actually built. Um, I didn't really know that it was actually viable, a kind of a viable build, but it's viable. So he's full Sadoan. Um, age 30. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys pretty much the attributes and everything. So he's age 30. That's just to get like get the higher end of your damage bonus. So you have like 30.6 on your melee damage bonus. Um, also, well, if you're that's without masteries, but well, that's with masteries. So I will let you guys know in a second what the masteries are looking like as well. But you also want to be stout. You want to be max height. I honestly think it's probably better to be a little bit shorter, but I just deal with the max height just to deal with it. Because I mean, when you go in houses and shit, it's really hard when you're tall. But 117 strength, 89 dex. You're the dex. You're not running from anybody. I'm gonna be honest. If you're playing Human Hybrid, you're not running from anybody. It's stand or fight. It's do or die. It's that timing. But yeah, 101 con. I could have more, but I think 195 health is good enough for me personally. Uh, Stam 346. I mean, that's I'm not gonna lie, that's low stam. I was talking to somebody in my guild who was like a third star. He had like 425 stam, and I was like, okay, bro. But yeah, but 20 psi. As a hybrid, I don't think you even like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you should have psi unless you're like a psi fighter. But I know nothing about psi fighters and how that works. But yeah, no psi. My int is kind of low. You would want to hit at least 100 or even max this out to 108. Me personally, the reason why I did this is because I wanted to max strength and I actually wanted to keep max con as well. And I think this is just the highest I could go. I mean, I could drop strength, but I refuse to just because of one thing, and that's because I'm able to wear a set of steel. Wait, what the fuck? It's 28 now? Yo, they give us a they gave us an extra kg? What? I did not know that. But yeah, this armor weight is the reason why I maxed out strength and I try to max it out as con as much as possible as well because I can now wear a full set of steel without any substitute. So this is all steel here. But I did not know they did that. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of. Let's go ahead and drop strength real quick. Nah, I was just like. But let's see. Yeah, the armor weight's big, and that's actually big. 28.20 kg is actually that's really good. But yeah, that's just I literally just I don't have free armor weight trinket. This isn't a free armor weight trinket, so this is just to wear a basic set of steel. That's the reason why I have max strength, max con, and I just deal with the 94 in. I think it's just decent, honestly, for what I get. But as you can see, my amount of regeneration is 30. I'm gonna be honest with you. It should be 38. I'm not done with masteries right now. I haven't finished my masteries yet, so it should be 38. But at the end of this build you want it to be 38. But let's see here. Yeah, I told you the size. Yeah, so we'll just go straight into masteries basically. But when you're doing your masteries for this hybrid build, the one thing that I was always looking at and I was like, holy sh like bro, like what is this? It's like all these action points. This is all juice for a hybrid. Like this is big. All of this is big. Like you need all of this. The profession ones I don't really care too much about. Like I only went up to like the 12 action points here and I just stopped. Even though I might grab that later. But yeah, this tree here is big. Also, this tree here is big as well. Just take all the action points. Every single action point you can take it. I did that first. Before I did anything else when the master came out, I filled the action points up. The what was I gonna say? This gives you like 72 action points, by the way. But also, another big one for the masteries is these. These are big. These are really big. It's very expensive though. Like just to unlock these is like 2,500 gold, I think. How much is it? It's 500 gold for a shard of Limbian, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's 500. Yeah, but yeah, these are big. So max these are I think these are very important. It's gonna cost you a bit, but I think you should max them out. Um, After that, I just went into like this, but I should go for the minimum regen. It's really good. There's also some stuff up here. Honestly, what I would say is if you just get the action points and you get these, say fucking do whatever you want after that. Like I honestly, it makes a minimal difference. But I will say the action points and these are very important to the build. Um, After that, so for my trinkets, I my amulet I get plus 22 spiritism because basically this build is like the Ascendant Knight build. Like you've ascended basically, like you've crossed over. But yeah, this amulet is pretty dope to me personally. I mean I understand it's not the very best, but I fuck with it a lot, so I'm probably gonna keep it for a little bit. But you get like 22 spiritism, 3 blunt defense, 8 slash defense, and some spiritism mana reduction. It probably won't make too much of a difference, but it is what it is. You get what you can get. So I think this amulet is really good for me right now. So my rings they're really low end. I'm not the richest player in the game. I don't have the best damage trinkets in the game, but basically I'm just getting like 7 slash from this one, probably the one raw side of one end. And 6 mana is really good. I'm not gonna lie, but nothing too big. Just I'm getting another 7% slash. Nothing too big here. So it's just like a 14 slash. Just allows me to do okay damage to my sword. Probably hit third stars for. I think I'm hitting them for like 20s now still. Like before the defense stretch, I would probably hit like third stars and Ogmirs for like not even joking, like less than like fucking 15. But yeah, so I'm doing good damage, 20s, like the high end 20s, low ends too as well. But yeah, that's basically what my trinkets are for. There's nothing really too crazy going on with my action points, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into like action points and shit. So basically, I'm just gonna go down here. But 50 vitalism, I think vitalism is very important. A lot of hybrids are one mono bar builds, and I don't really fuck with that a lot because you get into like longer fights and you don't have the mana, then you're just like what you're just I don't know. To me personally, I don't like that. I don't think it fits as well, especially like if you're using earthquake and then you earthquake somebody, you lost like half your mana bar, and then you have to regen that instead, and your team has to, your group or whatever has to wait on you to get your regen or whatever. And sometimes they're probably in a rush and you gotta go. But I think 50 is probably the lowest I'll ever go in vitalism. That's why I went for 50 here. Me personally, I want to go back to 100, but just the action points involved in this build is insane, actually. Just like I was saying, like I'm getting 22 from just this fucking hamlet. But yeah, 100 mental training, mental all that. That's all useful. You're gonna need all of it for casting spells. Just you don't want to use as much mana as possible. You're gonna need concentration. You're gonna need all of it. Blocking, I went for 90. Why? Because I points. That's basically it. But combat techniques, I both 100 and all. If you're not, honestly, if you don't have 100 in these, or you're trolling. Like especially if you call yourself like a frontline like hybrid, like yeah, you're trolling. This should be 100, all of it. I have no potion utilization. It just doesn't fit in this build. Athletics. I took 10 points out of sprinting, and that's just because, trying to get more points to put it into other things. No endurance here. Oh, wait, hold up. So combat maneuvering, armor training, heavy armor training, you're gonna want all of that to be a max. Like, it's just all needed, just to be like to come in and help you, or help whoever you're fighting with in those team fights. 32 taming. I think the minimum is 31. I'm not too sure right now though. None of that other extra stuff. No archery. So melee combat. I like swords because it feels better. I just like it. But a lot of hybrids use hammers, which I think honestly is probably better. Just being honest, if you're a hybrid, but it's I think all of this is just up to you, personal preference, but hammers is the way to go, it seems these days. It's just you don't even need trinkets, damage trinkets. You could probably just use a hammer and just be good. Um, so magic schools. So I did ecumenical at 100. Reason why is because of earthquake. Earthquake is big, and that's your one. That's that's what like a lot of people don't build their mounted their hybrids to be mounted, but I think earthquake is the thing you would want if you want to actually be some type of capable on the mount to like, or do things like that. It's big. Earthquake is just big. Like it's a big spell. It's like one of my favorite spells in the game actually. If not my favorite spell in the game. Um, but honestly, I'll keep this up to your personal. If you wanted to go earthquake, go ahead. But you could also just get rid of earthquake and probably bring this down all the way to like 50, and like you have 50 points, which is kind of insane. But spiritism 100, you need that. That's how you ascend. All right. So you're gonna need it, so you can do spells like resurrect, transcendental awareness. Transcendental awareness is actually pretty dope because you can see what spirits are doing, where they're going, what priests they're going to. Um, let's see here. Etherworld portal. If you have the Etherlord. By the way, I'm gonna explain to you guys this build because it's very expensive as well. But mental projectile is really cool. Or like it's like a fucking beam. Like it beams people. Like special beam cannon. Like no. All right, I'll stop. But 70 necromancy. Reason why I put necromancy into this build is for Akbon and what was Death Hand and yeah, Death Hand and what else? There was something else I put in as well. It was Akbon. I guess just Death Hand. Yeah, it was just no, yeah, just Death Hand. Yeah, Akbon and Death Hand is pretty big, not gonna lie. Uh, a lot of these other ones are big as well. I think I went 70 just so I could have crawling hands as well, because that's when people go die in houses and stuff, you can at least pull their bags and stuff out. That's actually really smart. That's a really cool thing I think about this build. No Ellie, none of that. So the thing here that I have is I have Elder Lore, and the reason why I have Elder Lore is No, I'm not. I'm not trying to form spirits. I tried to form spirits, and I noticed it's really bad for my build. Like it's almost impossible. It's not impossible. It's very hard. But I went outer portals just so I could like hop in and out of portals because it pairs up with like being able to use like let's see Death Hand. You could just hop out of port or Death Hand somewhere together or to death, or you could like use Mental Projectile, and it's kind of fun actually. I'll try to pull up some clips after the video to show. But that's the reason why. So this is pretty much the build. I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot of attributes. Like it's a lot. You're gonna need as much as you can get. Like I'm saying, I'm getting like 22 from Spiritism just to do like the Spiritism stuff as well. But I think if you want to do this build, or you just started playing the game, by the way, if you started playing the game, you're probably not gonna. It's gonna be a while before you get to this point in the game. I'm not gonna lie. It took me probably. It took me a year actually, but this is like the advanced hybrid. Like this is the in-game hybrid build basically. But yeah, you're gonna start off by being like a paladin and probably just having EQ, and then you'll probably go to LE. You'll probably go through all of the schools just like I did. But that's pretty much all for action. For professions, I guess you can do whatever you want. Personally, this guy's a he's a he's a refiner, so he just refines stuff. Also engineer. If you're Sedoan, by the way, if you're full Sedoan, you should do like go ahead and just get max engineering. But I think that's it. Is there anything else I was supposed to say? I think that's pretty much it. Um, hmm. Oh, clay glyphs, clay glyphs, clay glyphs, clay glyphs. Yeah. So, here's all the clay glyphs. So I'm kind of trolling a little bit, not gonna lie, with the clay glyphs. Uh, I have charismatic, but you probably would want to just take tactician, even though it's been nerfed into the ground. You probably want to take it over what I'm taking. I don't care enough. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Is that actually it, or am I trolling? No, I think that's it. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll try to make some more videos. And that's it. See you guys. Have fun.